handles anything she needs.
Gonna jump in right now to bring something up that I've seen almost nobody talk about. Liam seems to have some kind of small attachment to the Victorian era, as it's extremely predominant in this story as well, with like the Elliot family murderdrones and even a little bit in Black Dogs.
Well done, my dear Watson. Well done. But you just had to notice, didn't you? You got too close to the truth, my friend. Too close. If this wasn't supposed to be for this video, it's already more than an hour long. Why did you do this to me? It didn't have to be this way. Like I said, it was supposed to be for another day, another video. But you just had to go digging, didn't you? I'm afraid now that I am going to have to blow your mind. Because I might actually have the answer to that. It is something that I've noticed for quite some time, and I wanted to take my time researching it and properly trying to get into the mind of the Vickers. You see, a couple of months, if you've noticed, I've been playing some weird, crazy old anime dating games. Due to one of my Slavic patrons, they kindly pointed out how Liam was probably a fan of this one game called Everlasting Summer. At least one of the backgrounds in one of his videos comes from this video game, and it's one of those like dating sims sort of thing from back in the day. Viewer discretion is advised. A lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about, if you go digging around, they do contain violence and nudity, so you have been warned in advance. Rated big boys only. Alright. So anyways, so I started playing around the game. I still have yet to finish it, but there's a bunch of others that I gotta try out. Because as I keep playing, more people come out with more suggestions. And I've even gotten some very specific suggestions from people who may or may not be Liam Vickers in a trench coat, but don't worry about that right now. But anyways, so I was digging around, playing around, and I don't know why I never put two and two together, because I actually knew about these series that I'm about to mention even before Liam Vickers, which is the When They Cry series. Liam actually, whenever he gets like asked what kind of things he likes or what kind of anime he likes, he always brings up When They Cry. Specifically, if correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Higurashi When They Cry, which I believe means when the cicadas cry. There's even like a very clear reference to that, a character that's like straight out of the game in one of his old clips. On top of that, when you actually like watch like the When They Cry anime, the a lot of the really exaggerated expressions of madness and horror, you can kind of tell where Liam got his inspiration for some of his more iconic expressions as well. So there's that connection. But that specific series doesn't tackle anything Victorian. However, there is another one. See, the When They Cry series has about like 3 different games, and by games I mean 3 different stories, because each one of those stories has like multiple games, usually like a total of like 8 DVDs worth of stuff, if not more, or at least that's based on the old just stuff from the old days. Today you can probably just go to Steam and get the full thing in one go. But anyways, one of the series that I was also familiar with that I didn't know was made by the same people, call me dumb, but again, I only knew it because of Beatrice, because Beatrice kind of became a bit of a meme on 4chan. But the other series that was made by the Higurashi When They Cry people was also Umineko When They Cry, which I believe translates to When the Seagulls Cry. That particular story actually does take place on, it's supposed to be a modern day setting with, but it's about these like fancy smancy rich people. This family that once a year they gotta like meet up at this one island where they basically try to like extort money from the patriarch, and the patriarch is gonna die soon. And there's this whole like murder mystery that the player has to solve, or at least navigate through. And what's interesting is that when they go to the island, the manor or mansion or whatever you want to call it, it actually does have like a heavy Victorian scene or sense to it. It's very classy with maids and everything. So I do believe I may have actually cracked the mystery there. If Liam was a fan of the When They Cry series, and if a lot of his work was heavily inspired by it, it would make sense that he likes to include a rich family that does like shady deals with the supernatural, or allegedly, that has like a Victorian sort of style to it, even though it's supposed to be the modern day. So I do believe that's where that comes from. But yes, I'm surprised it took this long for anybody to mention it. Well, then again, I don't spend a lot of time on the blogs and stuff like that. Half of the time, I'm just like winging it, doing it on my own. It's not that I have anything against the fandom. It's just that my schizophrenia superpowers are better when I'm just left to my own devices. Otherwise, I get surrounded by naysayers that try to shut down the fun. But yeah, have a good day. Please like and subscribe.